Hi, everybody. I'm James, and welcome back to Storytime with James. Make sure you like, subscribe, and leave me a comment if you like. All right, you guys. This is called The Story of Matt. Yeah. Look, Matthew was an excellent worker. He would come in. He would come in anytime when I needed him. Anytime I would call him, he would come in. Even on his off days, if he was off and I had people missing from work, I would call him. He'd come straight in. He would always come in. You know, he was excellent worker. You know, his performance was untouchable. Then he would when we got off, he would hang around and try to talk to us. Talking to us. Sometimes he would stay over with the next shift and talk with them for half the shift, you know. So, man, he would tell us stories about his wife and his little son who was 6 years old. You know, I felt sorry for him, but because he loved them. He loved his wife and his kid. So anyway, this went on for about a month and a half. A month and a half. Then one day, them folks came and towed his car. Yes, they towed his car, and I didn't tell y'all. I had saw like the day before that. I saw in his car a lot of clothes and stuff like that. And I asked him what the clothes were, and he said, "Oh, was finna go to the laundromat. Then I was running late and just came on in." So I said, "Okay." So when they towed his car, I volunteered to drop him off. I told him, I said, "Look, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't get upset about it. We get paid uh like in 2 days, so you can go get your car back. So I'll drop you off, all right?" So when I came outside, he came to me. He said, That's okay. I got my cousin coming to pick me up." So, so I said, "All right." You know. Then the next day, he was an hour late. An hour late. When he came in, his eyes were red and stuff like that. So I asked him, I said, "Man, what's wrong? What's wrong?" He said, "Oh, I got pink eye." That's what he told me. So I don't know. Then the next day, he was late again. Late again. An hour late. I said, "Man." So it was shocking to me because he never was late. Never was late. Never missed a day. You know. Sometimes he would work 7 days. Sometimes he would work 6 days. So he made it to work. So I asked him, "How did you make it?" "Well, called a cab. I called a cab to work." So then the next day, he was late again. This time he was 4 hours late. So I got him in. I said, "Hey, look, man, you may need to take you a week off or something. Take a couple of days off until you get your car, because you supposed to got your car like 2 days ago. You haven't got it yet." He said, "Oh no, man, they messed my car up. They messed my transmission up, pulling the car and stuff like that." And I said, "Man, I don't that don't seem right. Especially since they had a flatbed. But I let it go again. Then the next day, he was totally late. Matter of fact, he didn't come in at all. So I kept calling his phone, calling his phone, calling his phone, and it kept going to the voicemail, going to the voicemail. So I looked on the computer and got his address, and then we rolled over there, and they that lady came to the door. She told me he don't live there. So I said, what? So she said, he don't live here. He don't live here. He don't live here. I haven't seen him in about almost a year. That's what she said. So I said, I was puzzled, you know. So I drove back to work, and I told everybody, man, she said he don't live there. Did he come in? They didn't hear nothing from him. Matter of fact, we didn't hear nothing from him for the next 3 days, you know. And it got real cold that day. It was real cold. So after that, a police came to my job, you know, and asked, did we know him? You know, actually, did we know Matt? You know, so I said, yeah, I know him. And he said, well, we found him. He was frozen. His body was froze, you know, but he had unalived himself by taking, you know, some sleeping pills and stuff like that. You know, so it was terrible, man. It was real. I felt so bad for him, man, because the whole time he had lied about his wife and his kid. And I saw the little boy. Little boy was there with that lady, you know. But she told me she haven't saw him in a year. So so next we all put money together to bury him, you know. We assisted his family, but he didn't have that many family here, you know. He had a brother and a sister, but that was it. You know, he didn't have his mother and father was gone. His mother and father had passed away, and his brother was drunk. You know, so so we put all our money together and we got him buried. You know, well, like I said, man, look, if y'all got a friend or a family member or something like that that is trying to reach out to you, you know, reach out to you, man, help them, man. Help them out as much as you can, you know. Even if you can't give them a place to stay or something, give him the means to get him a place, a little place, or a little a hotel room or something, you know. But Matt never said anything to me, you know. If Matt would have told me, I would have made some arrangements to have him stay at the hotel or something, you know. But hmm, well, it's a sad case, man. Well, anyway, make sure you like, subscribe, and leave me a comment if you like. And hit that bell notification. Hit that bell notification so that you know every time I drop another video. And share, share, share. Share my videos with your family. Share them with your friends. Share them with your loved ones. And even share it with your enemies.